Wow. Can you believe we are at the stage of the year where we are talking about the last new moon of 2025 happening in the very optimistic, positive sign of Sagittarius? This new moon is asking you to point your arrow towards your dreams, goals, and desires. And you know what? This new moon isn't perfect. There's challenges, there's obstacles. Saturn is in the mix. Neptune is in the mix. We got squares going on, but ultimately, we do have the super strong Sagittarian faith guiding us forward, knowing that whatever you want to achieve is totally possible. You can absolutely go after it. The depositor of this new moon is in exaltation. Yes, Jupiter is asleep, retrograde, chilling the F out while all this is going on, asking us to go within, do the work, and hyper focus on where it is you want to be going. Those dreams, those goals, those desires, are they still valid? Are they what you want? This new moon is asking us to delve and dive deep into what is it do I actually want? What do you actually want? Where do you want to be going? Where do you see yourself in 6 months' time? This is the new moon portal. You know, we always have uh, around 6 months for this to come into fruition. So the seeds that we plant now I'm going to come into that in 6 months' time, okay? So let's back up for a bit and get into it. So the new moon happening, depending where you are in the world, around the 19th or the 20th of December, depending where you're at in the world. It's going to be 19th or 20th. Like if you're European time, it will be the 20th, early hours, or 19th if you're anywhere else in the world, all right? And so the new moon will be happening in the sign of Sagittarius at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, right? So these are the later stages, the end degrees of Sagittarius, wrapping things up in this part of the sky. And we all have within our birth chart somewhere Sagittarius sitting in one of the sections of our birth chart, which we call houses. All right. So when I record these readings, well, I love to use whole sign house system. Pastors has its own place and time too. All right. So if you're looking at your birth chart in a pastor's chart, then of course listen out for the signs or cusps which will be occupying the first house. Okay. If you don't have a birth chart, then go onto a free birth chart calculator and have a look at cultivating your birth chart. So popping your details, birth time, your date, location, all those things. Go onto the birth chart wheel and you want to generate a birth chart, right? And you want to look at your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign to get a great picture of how these astrology lunations work out for you, right? So always listen out for your rising sign. First and foremost, I think it's most important. Your sun sign too, really important. This is why we're here. Your energy that you embody, right? Your rising sign is the outfit that you're wearing and how you project it to the world. The sun is the energy, your life force while you're here. And the moon sign is how you feel about it, all right? Your home life, your sensitivity, your emotions, relationship to your caregivers, right? So it's great to have a look at all three, and they're really important. So generate your birth chart if you don't have one. And then if you want to go even deeper still, you can book a reading with me and have me read your birth chart too. All the information to all the things I do will be in the links of the show notes for you to do all the things. If you want to book a reading, take one of my courses, buy a program, all the things, right? They're all on there. They're all on there, okay? So let's get back into this. So new moon, 28 degrees of Sagittarius, and we're coming towards the end, wrapping things up. So it could be that we're coming to an end point of a journey, a karmic journey where we've been thinking about the goals and dreams that we aspire to do. We're coming towards the end of the year as well, so it could be looking back and reflecting on how I was shown up, what things need to change. Do I still have the same goals and dreams and desires that I did do 12 months ago? Right? You're like, and I say to people, you're always allowed to change your mind at any given moment. And you know what you wanted a year ago, a week ago, yesterday, but whatever it is, 5 years ago, right? You're you're if you're listening to this type of videos, you're obviously doing the work, right? You're into your spiritual journey. You're constantly evolving and growing, and with that does come change. With that does come change, right? And you're allowed to change your mind at any given moment. Sometimes I say the dream is still the dream, but you can go about it a different way, and there's always different ways to get to the end destination, and you're always going to be exactly the right place at the right time. Okay, I always use the analogy of when you're putting your location into like a GPS to go to wherever you're going to get to, sometimes you might be rerouted because there's going to be like traffic or an incident or whatever it is, or you may just accidentally take a wrong turning, and you're just going to get rerouted, right? But you're always going to end up exactly where you're meant to be. There's like a million different ways of doing it, and this is the same when we're talking about the end degree of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like the sign where they are very much about, okay, I want to go after my dreams, right? I'm going to shoot my arrow towards my desires. I don't need to know the how. I'm going to do everything in my power along the way to that journey to discover the truth, for secrets to be revealed, right? For my quest on learning information and knowledge and growing, because sometimes when we talk about dreams, goals, and manifestations, sometimes it's not even about, without being cliches, it's not even about arriving at the destination. It can be about the person that you become on the way to striving for achieving that thing, right? And so sometimes it's like, okay, I can only be happy until I get the thing. Well, actually, if you can think about all the plot twists, swerves, and journeys, all the things that you're doing to get to where you want to get to, uh, and stopping and appreciating, well, actually, what is it I'm manifesting, right? Do I want to manifest a new lover, a new car, a new house, a new life, a new whatever it is, right? It's not so much about the thing itself, but it's about how that thing, situation, energy, place, home, job, whatever it is, how that will actually make you feel, right? And the power with this late degree Sagittarius, we're talking about optimism, blind faith, spirituality, right? Sagittarius houses the traditional ninth house in astrology, all about our faith and our beliefs. Actually, it's about who you are in that moment when you're striving to achieve it, and you get to create the feeling of fulfillment without even having the thing that you want to get to. All right. And so this 28 degrees is a Cancerian degree. So the things that are going to be coming up are going to be things such as, which is quite poignant for this time of year because it's in December, right? This is a Cancerian degree. So the themes of family, right? The themes of home, and when I talk about family and home, yes, they absolutely can be the family that you're born into, the home that you live, but it can also mean the family that you created or want to create, the home where you live, or the place that makes you feel like home, or even the people that make you feel like home too. These are the themes that we're going to be working with. And the new moon, of course, yes, new moons, if you don't know, are an incredible time to plant the seeds of intention towards whatever it is that you want. And so if the themes are family, home, relationships, security, nurture, self-care, self-love, then of course, amazing time to plant those seeds. Do not expect those seeds to fruition overnight. They absolutely could do, of course. But also remember that these things take time to build into fruition. And so I always say when it comes to new moon energy, you have this amazing portal to manifest, right? To set your intention and watch those seeds of intention grow over the span of the next 6 months. Okay, and so the aspects for this new moon, we do have some challenging aspects. One of the saving graces I want to talk about actually is that even though we have some challenging aspects to this new moon, right? I'm going to take the positive angle on this because we do have Venus conjunct in the sky, standing next to at 24 degrees, which is a Piscean degree, right? Standing across the sky next to this lunation. So Venus will be blessing this whole energy of the Jupiterian go get them attitude, because actually this is about striving for what you want and knowing that, you know what, along the way, it's not going to be perfect. there's going to be plot twists, there's going to be surprises, and it's about keeping yourself open to, okay, the key theme would be that I don't need to know the how. Let's relinquish the how. All I need to do is show up and take inspired action towards my dreams, my goals, and my desires. Okay. And so we have this Sagittarian energy. We've got the new moon here. Venus is also here too, blessing this new moon. Yes, Venus is invisible in the sky right now. She'll be reborn in a later date, which we will get into. However, she is standing next to this lunation and doing her thing, giving her blessing. Right, Venus rules things of love, romance, money, finances, self-worth, self-care. And so these themes will come up too. So a great time to set intentions around love, relationships, harmony, peace, balance, and anything to do with your money, your finances, okay? So anything related to how we connect with others, our own self-worth, beautifying, loving ourselves, because this is the biggest relationship you'll ever have, is the relationship with yourself, right? And honoring and nurturing the relationships around you. Calling, if you're single, calling love in, great for that. We do have the challenging aspects. And the one thing I like about Venus as well, that she's at 24 degrees, right? 24 degrees is a Piscean degree. Venus is exalted in Pisces. Pisces plays a huge part of the story anyway, because the squares, the challenge, when we have a square in the sky, a square is when a planet is challenging another planet or lunation, right? And so yeah, I really like the 24 degrees Venus aspect. But then, like I said, this is the Piscean degree, and Pisces does play a big part in this story because we have the squares from Saturn, the squares from Neptune. Saturn is asking us to get serious, get real. Still be delulu about what you want. This is Sagittarius after all, right? Let's not forget. And Jupiter is the depositor. The main key focus is that whatever is going on, Jupiter is exalted, right? Yes, Jupiter may be retrograding right now, but it's still a benefic. It still wants to give you goodness. It still wants to give you abundance. It still wants you to succeed, right? Saturn is trining Jupiter actually, and even though we have this square going on to the moon, right? The moon is asking, the moon is about how we feel, right? And how we feel about something. And the sun resetting here as well with the new moon, which we have every month. This is about, well, how do I want to show up in the pursuit of living out my soul purpose? Saturn is like, Saturn does bless, right? It does bless you, but you have to show up and do the work. There's no like shortcuts with Saturn. It's like, okay, this is what you want. You really have to put in the effort. You can't just like, okay, this is what I want to. I'm just going to speak it into existence. You can absolutely do that when there's like a mercurial influence involved. I mean, Mercury is direct right now as we speak. However, Saturn squaring this lunation is like, okay, what is it do I actually want? I can't just go on blind faith now with the Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius shoots the arrow, right? Aim for what you want, absolutely. Saturn is like, if that is what you want to do, wherever it is you want to be going, wherever you see yourself, just know that the road will not be straight and clear cut. When is it ever? Okay. I use the analogy of, imagine you're like, well, you're watching you want your favorite program, for example. The main character has so many challenges and so many plot twists along the way, and this makes a great story, right? And in the end, they always succeed and get what they want, but it's never clear cut. Imagine a clear cut. Imagine if your favorite show, like the main character, had a goal, had a dream, and they just achieved it, and the story finished, right? That would be amazing for them, but it would be a really boring story, and the show would flop, and no one would watch it. And this is the energy, right? And actually, just know that with this Saturn square, and Neptune is here too. Neptune is about our biggest manifestations. Neptune is work back to its slumber. It's still in shadow, but it is moving direct. Okay. And so this is about the blindfold has been taken off, the rose tinted glasses are off. Let's focus on, where do I see myself in 6 months' time? What do I where, this is the last new moon of 2025, right? So we're talking 6 months' time. This will be halfway through 2026. We already lived that half of the year when we see this come to fruition. And so with that in mind, where do you see yourself in 6 months? What are your dreams, goals, and desires? And they can be as big as you want. This is Sagittarius new moon, right? Aim high, shoot for the stars. Jupiter is involved. Jupiter expands. Jupiter will bless you. Just know that you have to do the work. It's not going to be easy, but that's okay. It doesn't like nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do they say? Like, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, you know? And sometimes the reward is that more sweeter when there's been a bit of trouble and strife. That is not to say that we have to suffer, of course. We're not here to suffer, right? So to be forearmed is to be forewarned is to be forearmed. To be forearmed is forewarned. Always get this confused. And so with this information, knowing that, okay, I can absolutely shoot high, aim for the stars, have absolute blind faith in the things that I want. They don't need to make sense to anybody else. They really don't. As long as you have this fire and passion within you to go after what you want, the universe will support you. Just know that we don't have all the answers right now. We have squares going on from Neptune, which is all about confusion and not knowing left to right. Just know that you're always on the right path at any given moment, and you will be supported by Jupiter moving forward with this new moon. Okay, I think that is. Oh yeah. So like I said, the Saturn Neptune squaring this lunation. However, it's also trining the depositor. The depositor of the new moon is Jupiter. So it's there may be plot twists and redirection, but ultimately it's for your greatest good. Okay, it's for your greatest good. Everything is working out in divine order, even if you don't even know it yet. Okay, so let's get into the signs. Let's get into also. I'm going to go through all the rising signs, sun, moon, risings. Listen out for all of those. I would love it if you would like, subscribe, and share the channel. I really would, and I really appreciate everybody who's been supporting me this year to help the channel grow. And yeah, let's get into it. So, if you are a Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, all rising for you. The full moon will be happening in the around 19th and 20th of December for you in your ninth house. Great time to set intentions around your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Right, the ninth house is your values, your spirituality. So Aries, if we're talking about this new moon having a 6 month portal, where do you see yourself in 6 months' time? Okay, the house which is squaring, which will be the 12th house, where you have Saturn and Neptune here, right? Before it moves back into your side, before Saturn and Neptune move back into the first house of you, right? We're clearing out some karmic debt. So we're clearing out some karmic. I'd say with this energy going on for there'll be a lot of karmic healing going on around relationships, around family karma, ancestral trauma, all this sort of stuff, right? Deep healing around your beliefs about how you operate, how you show up in the world. This could be because this is the 12th house, and the 12th house is the hidden. It's like it's like the mind here. So how do I speak to my? It's like that internal voice inside you. It's like I need to now let go of outdated beliefs or limiting stories that are holding me back. It could also mean that you may have been self-sabotaging yourself, right, through the thoughts that you think, the things that you do, how you speak to yourself and others. And it's about letting that go, right? New Moon is asking you to plan intentions around your spirituality, incorporating spirituality into your day-to-day life. It's asking you to think about your values when it comes to why you're here. It's like a really deep spiritual new moon for you. So I feel with Aries, especially with Saturn in the 12th house, you're going to be, first of all, when Saturn moves, it's like coming out of isolation. It's like, okay, I'm ready to step into the world now with more power. Okay, but when Saturn moves back into Aries, into your side, there's going to be so much work for you to do to up level in so many ways and to become an absolute total body. Saturn in the first house is an absolute powerhouse of placement. I have this lately. So if you're prepared to do the work and shed and let go of limiting beliefs and old versions of you, you can absolutely thrive in this. And the new moon is asking you to plant those seeds of intention moving forward to where you see yourself, who you want to be in 6 months' time. Venus is up in the mix in the story as well. This could be a great time for you to book those flights, honey. You might be thinking about traveling, relocating, right? You might even move to another country, speaking new languages, go back to university, legal. There could be legal stuff going on for you as well. Just know that there are going to be challenges around all those things I've mentioned. However, we are going to have a trine aspect to the deposit of Cancer in the 6th house of your health and your day-to-day stuff as well. So this could be a great time to call in new job opportunities, looking after your health, new fitness regimes, all that great stuff, all right? So not only releasing limiting beliefs and self-sabotage around your diet, around your nutrition, around your mental wellness, it's about stepping into absolute power when it comes to making healthy choices, when it comes to the social media that you consume, people that you surround yourself with, where you work, your life purpose, all that stuff. This is a huge one for you. This is huge. And you have the King of Pentacles. I love this for you. Abundance is flowing in, money is flowing in. Just know that with the new moon happening in your house of your spirituality, that you can absolutely go after all the things that you want, need, and desire. There is money flowing in to you as well. Venus is here as well, blessing this new moon, giving her seal of approval for you to call in all the things that you want when it comes to travel, when it comes to work, when it comes to career. You may even meet somebody who is a different culture from you or different background to you as well. You may meet someone. We're talking about love and romance. If you are going on a vacay, for example, you know what I mean. You may go on a spiritual journey, meet somebody. You may go on a spiritual journey with your partner, or you and your partner are up leveling. You know, there could be marriage proposals, money flowing in. Keep your arms open to all the blessings and all the abundance. Okay, so if you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, the new moon will be happening in the house of transformation, your eighth house. New moon in the eighth house. This is a great time to plant those seeds of intention because you have a 6-month portal starting from the 19th to 20th of December when we have this new moon to set your intentions around your finances, all right, your money goals, right? Eighth house rules things such as banks, loans, debts, credit cards, inheritance, your client's money, your partner's money, right? So this is a really good time to get your finances in order. Okay, with this new moon, there could be money coming in from unexpected sources too. All right, there will be a square happening from Saturn and Neptune in the 11th house. So this is you focusing on okay, because it is a 6-month portal. It's about, well, where do I see myself in 6 months' time? When it comes to my biggest goals, dreams, and desires, because your 11th house is all to do with the thing that you want to manifest the most, all right, and your vision board for yourself. So where your dream life, right? How do I want to get there? The 8th house is about accumulating that cash, accumulating that money. There could be new clients coming in. All right, if you're working in that where you have clientele, the clients coming in for you, money coming in from those people as well, money being offered to you from banks, loans, credit cards, that sort of stuff flowing you more easily. Surprise money in the 8th house. 8th house is money that's not that you don't really earn. You know, it's given to you. So there could be that as well. The 8th house also rules a partner's money. So if you have a spouse or a partner, then this is a great time, cosmic reset for their finances too. Okay, you may meet people who will challenge you, but will help you achieve what you want in the realms of physical wealth and abundance. Okay, your card. Let's have a look. So, as well as finances, as well, the 8th house is also about sex and intimacy. So it's a great time to set seeds of intention when it comes to intimacy. So some of you may be taking your relationship to the next level. You might meet somebody who's going to spark some passion and desire within you because you Sagittarius energy. You know, you might meet somebody who is of a different culture from you too. Okay, or you have a deep spiritual connection with as well. Yes, we have for you Taurus 3 of Wands. This 3 of Wands, right, is telling you to plant your seeds of intention for the next 6 months to see exactly where it is you want to be going, calling it all in, calling in help. 11th house square, Saturn and Neptune is here. Neptune about manifestation. In the 11th house, the house of manifestation, calling in the right people, networks, circles to help you achieve what you want: worldly success, financial success, stability as well. You may think about relocating, selling your home. There are people coming in to help you do that too. Okay, so a fantastic time to call in new lovers, take your relationship to the next level, to rework your finances when it comes to shared resources too. Okay. All right, so if you are a Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, you have the new moon happening for you on the 19th or 20th of December, depending on where you are, 28 degrees of Sagittarius. Sagittarius for you rules your seventh house, the house of relationships. Great time to set intentions around relationships. Relationships may be challenging for you right now because you have a square from Saturn and Neptune as well from the 10th house. These could be relationships that are tied into your work and career because the 10th house rules your work and career as well as your public status as well. So some of you may be thinking about changing the way you show up in the world, right, Gemini? So you could be like, you know what, there could be engagement stories happening, all right? There could be separation. And this is a square from Saturn. This is separation as well, right? Anything that's not meant to be or isn't your highest good will fall away. Okay, this is a 6 month time frame too. Okay, but also as well as clearing the way for aligned relationships, whether that be business contracts, friendships, uh, lovers and spouses too. Okay. Uh, the challenges of Saturn and Neptune are that we are not. Neptune is about manifesting and seeing the best in everybody. Saturn square is like, okay, let's get real. Let's see people who they are and not what you've created for them. All right. It's not about falling in love with the potential. It's about falling in love with what they show you to be because nobody's perfect and that's okay too. All right. That does not mean you have to accept breadcrumbs either. All right. Let's have a look at your tarot. You have this is beautiful. You have the Page of Wands, and so the Page of Wands, I feel like, is a really Sagittarian energy anyway. This is a fantastic time if you're single to call in using that Neptunian energy because Neptune is trining Jupiter as well. So Jupiter is the depositor of this new moon, right? This is a great time to call in love and romance. Great time to call in relationships. Great time to call in passion, sex, intimacy, and dating. Fantastic time to take your relationship to the next level. I wouldn't be surprised if there are going to be job opportunities coming back up for you as well. Your ruler, Mercury, is now direct, so things are becoming more clearer. Better time for you to sign contracts. The seventh house, where this new moon is happening, is the house of contracts, contractual agreements too. So, there could be engagements coming in, there could be business contracts coming in. Good news on the way. The Page of Wands is about having fun and igniting that spark and passion that you might have lost, and putting that spark and passion back into your life. Okay, so if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, we have on the 19th and 20th of December, depending where you are in the world, we have a new moon in Sagittarius at 28 degrees, the Cancerian degree, right? Your degree. Happening in the sixth house. So a new moon is a new reset, a cosmic reset for you to plant seeds of intention in the realms of your health, right? Your fitness, your nutrition, your routines, your habits. Cancer, you have Jupiter in this house, as well. Sorry, you have Jupiter in your first house, by the way. So, you have this amazing, abundant God of excess, right? And so, there could be some battle going on with, like, be more strict when it comes to your health, right? And making healthy choices. And even the moon is like, okay, you know what? I'm going to focus on a new Pilates regime. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to be one of the matcha queens. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to go to bed early. I'm going to walk on my lunch break, this sort of stuff, right? The new moon also, the new moon in the sixth house, shall I say, is in the house of work too. So there could be work opportunity coming up for you as well. There may be challenges coming up as well because it's when the square is happening in the ninth house. So the challenge you may have is like, is this job fulfilling me? Or if it's not about work and career, it can be like, am I fulfilling my purpose in life? What is my purpose in the ninth house? You could be like, I'm not spiritually fulfilled. I'm not emotionally fulfilled. I want to go on a spiritual journey. You may decide to book your tickets and go to Bali to go and find yourself. I wouldn't be surprised with that. And you should absolutely go and do that. You know what I mean? We have this Neptunian square going on. It's about, okay, I get to manifest the life that I want. Saturn, I'm prepared to do the work on the way to getting it. Okay. So, let's talk about your tarot. difficult. Like I said, so you have, first of all, you have the devil card, right? This is temptation. And like I was saying to you, right? So Jupiter in the first house is, first of all, Jupiter is the great benefic in the sky. It can lead to excessive behavior. So Cancer, no shade, but wherever you be excessive in lust, sex, overindulgent, too much alcohol, recreational drugs, junk food, whatever it is, right? No judgment here. New moon, reset time to still have fun. Jupiter's going to be in your sign until the first half of 2026. So absolutely enjoy this transit. Have fun, have balance. Okay, the new moon is telling you that actually you get to decide what's right for you. You get to create your own routine, your own schedule. Just make sure that you are aligning that with your sole purpose with this ninth house square. Saturn going to the ninth house, Neptune going to the ninth house for their for their final stints, for their move forward, right? This is all to do with your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs. It could be actually incorporating more spirituality into your later life. Okay, you could be like, you know what, I want to start doing meditation every morning. I want to start doing a gratitude practice. I want to take sound baths. You know, I want to have a hire mentor, or I want to train in, go back to university or college, take a new course, so I can become a Reiki master. It's that sort of energy. Okay, so work with that. Yes, there are going to be plot twists along the way, but ultimately it's going to help you grow and achieve what you want. All right. Okay, so if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, we have on the 19th and 20th of December a cosmic reset, new moon, 28 degrees of Sagittarius, which occupies the place in your birth chart, which is the fifth house, which is all to do with fun, creativity, and also Leo is a fifth houser. Your inner child work, the children in your life, sex, dating, passion, right? Entrepreneurship, lucky money. I like the fifth house. I'm a fifth house, so I love fifth house energy. Okay, this is a reset, a cosmic reset, and a great window of opportunity to plant seeds of intention when it comes to your dating life. Some of you may be meeting somebody new, someone from a different culture, maybe because it's Sagittarian energy, and having more fun. This is your green card, your green light for you to incorporate more fun into your life, to embrace your inner child. Right, inner child healing is great energy. Yeah, where this is about also, right? How, if you've been thinking about monetizing your skill and talent, go for it. This is a great time to set intentions for that. Allow the 6 month window to materialize. Saturn is squaring, Neptune is squaring as well. It's saying to me, I want to absolutely go after my dreams, goals, and desires. I want to share my gift and talent with the world. I want to incorporate more fun into my life and make money from it too, and become more lucky. I want to be surrounded by gorgeous lovers. I can call all that in. However, I am going to have to do some work around that too. Saturn is squaring, so there could be, I need to work on allowing love in. All right. You may date people with age difference as well, with Saturn being here as well. You may have challenges around love and romance, letting people in. All right. Or working on being more open about what you want when it comes to sex, passion, love, and dating and intimacy. Calling in money, calling in finances. Hey, this could be a pregnancy transit too. New moon in the fifth house, you know, seeds of attention, that's what you want. The squares from the eighth house, like I said, intimacy, shared resources, finances. If you have your own business, this can be great for calling in new clientele. All right. The square is dissipating from Saturn. Neptune is like, okay, let's dream big. Venus, remember, is encompassing this new moon energy. You've got Venus in the fifth house right now. Fabulous time to call in money, call in cash, call in abundance, and call in joy. All right. And your tarot, Leo, is work. Justice. So I on TikTok I do these side by side videos, right? And I think it was Pisces who drew this card. I love the image on this, right? Because Neptune is now direct, so it's about opening your eyes and seeing people for who they truly are. Well, I'm using this analogy because this is fifth house energy. So it could be with this Neptune square in the eighth house that you may have been like dating people who maybe don't have your best interest at heart, or maybe you have had rose tinted glasses on when it comes to the relationships in your life, or calling in lovers who, with Neptune square, it can be sometimes they have issues around codependency, drinking, substance abuse, that sort of stuff. And it's just about, okay, let me take my rose tinted glasses off and see people who they truly are. And also, it's about manifesting, because look at these eyes here. And this is Libra Venus, Venus in your fifth house, ruling over money and finances. This is about, where do I see myself in 6 months' time? This is new moon energy. I want to harness this energy to cultivate love, money, abundance, security. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. No distractions going forward. All right. Good luck with that. Okay, so if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we have for you on the 19th or 20th of December, depending on where you are in the world, a new moon at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, the Cancerian degree, the nurturing degree, the family degree, right? In the sign of hope, creativity, going after what you want. And for you, Virgo, it's in the fourth house. So some of you might be thinking about selling your home, relocating, buying a new home, right? A renovation work as well falls in this house. A great time to plant seeds of intention. You may be doing some work around healing family trauma, healing family relationships as well, especially this time of year. It's like it's that time of year, isn't it? And so the fourth house, new moon here as well. You may be hosting your own family get together with the people that you call home and the people that you've made as your family. You know, Virgos love to I've noticed that Virgos love a fixer upper when it comes to not just homes, when it comes to like life partners, friends, whatever it is. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I could see my Virgos with a table full of like delinquents, right? And the weights and strays they picked up along the way in the tapestry of their life, right? And I love that. That's beautiful. And so for you, the square will be happening in the seventh house, right? And the seventh house is your relationship. So I feel like for you guys, this is very much about doing the healing work when it comes to your family dynamics. And when I talk about family dynamics, yes, it can be mother and father healing, but also the people that you call family. Because especially in this day and age, you know, we create our own family with the people that we integrate with all the time. Sometimes we see our acquaintances, our friends, our work colleagues, our lovers, more than we see our actual blood relatives. And that's whatever it is, right? Because we get to choose and create our family. So it's very much about doing the healing work around that too. And forgiveness in however that looks like, not condoning people's actions, but actually releasing energy so you can move forward. All right. And your tarot, Virgo. All these cards are popping out. Let me just shuffle with intention, Virgo. All right. We don't want a messy deck, do we? Let's do a nice rifle. Virgo energy. They want a nice clean shuffle. There we go. Same card. Ace of Swords. The same card came out. Ace of Swords, honey. Speak your truth. Speak with clarity. Your ruler, Mercury, is direct now. And so you are able to communicate what you want more easily. Okay, more easily. And seeing things more clearly as well. The Ace of Swords, right, is also asking you to cut away anyone or not like stab people, but to cut away anyone or anything which is just no longer serving you, right? You have this square to the seventh house. Seventh house is all to do with relationships. Square your fourth house of home, family, nurture, protection, stability. Anyone that make you feel safe, make you feel home, then they need to go, honey. They need to go, right? Because no one is worth disturbing your peace. And if they're disturbing your peace, then they're just too expensive. All right, that's that. Own your voice. Throat chakra healing. Okay, so if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I am one of you. Libra, we have the 19th or 20th of December, depending where you are in the world, at 28 degrees Sagittarius New Moon. And for us, this is happening in the third house, the house of travel, communication, siblings, friendship, internet, learning. Venus is here too. Great time to be dating, Libra. You know we love to date. We love to love. That's what we're here for. We're here to look beautiful on a date. Great time to call in love. Great time to call in foreign love affairs. Great time to travel. All right, set your intention when it comes to travel, when it comes to romance. Put yourself out there. I'm not gonna lie. I sent some flirty DMs this morning. Um, 'Tis the season to put yourself out there. Venus in a fire Sagittarius is about getting yourself out there, right? Third house is communication. Express what you want. Go after what you want. The square for us is happening in the sixth house, right? Some Saturn and Neptune. So there can be some setbacks and delays around your work, career, or reworking how you want to do things, right? It's not hard no. It's just not yes. I'm working with that energy. All right, when it comes to your work, your career, your finances, your day-to-day habits, the places you frequent. You know what I mean? So it's about getting your ducks in a row, moving forward. All right, planting your seeds of intention about okay, in 6 months' time, where do I want to be, and how am I going to get there? You know, and then what action steps, big or small, can I take every day to get to where I want to get to, and releasing the reins on. It has to be this way. All right, it doesn't have to be this way. You can have a general idea. The universe knows better. So trust the universe. Trust that Saturn is going to throw us funding in the works. So you're going to have to work with it. Neptune is like, okay, we can still manifest, but allow wiggle room. Okay, Venus, like I said, is going to be encompassing all this energy, and Jupiter is going to be making a trine to all this too. So actually, you know what? You can absolutely have all the things that you want, need, and desire if you're prepared to do the work, and if you are prepared to relinquish the how. Okay, we don't need to know the how. Just have absolute Sagittarian blind faith that it will happen. This is a Sagittarian new moon after all. Beautiful. Honey, we have the Three of Cups. Celebration time. This is celebration season, right? This is a festive celebration season. And with the new moon in the third house is the messenger house. Mercury is direct, right? The messenger house. And actually, the Three of Cups is celebration. So expect good news in the realms of travel, work, career, love, romance, all the things. Enjoy calling in the right people, the friendships, healing relationships as well, and just allowing yourself to have an amazing end to the year. You so deserve this. You so deserve this. Okay, so if you are a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, the new moon will be happening 19th or 20th of December, 28 degrees Sagittarius. And this part of the sky for you will be the second house. And the second house is ruling things like your money, your values, your self worth, your career, right? The things that you hold valuable. And for you, this is a great time to set your seeds of intention and plant seeds of intention for the next 6 months as to where you see yourself when it comes to your money, your finances, your work, and your career. All right. Uh, you have a square from Saturn in the fourth house. So some of you may be moving home. You may be signing a contract to like a new mortgage, for example. There's going to be money coming in. You might have a rental property where you're going to be making money from as well. Great time to go after what you want when it comes to your working career. Okay, so there could be promotions involved. There could be new work coming in. You may even decide to work from home too. If you're already working from home, know that you're going to be blessed. Venus is in your second house right now. Money is good. Okay, your money is going to be good. Calling in the abundance, calling in the blessings. Use this energy. If you're thinking about moving, use this energy to set the seeds for what would be my dream home. All right, and knowing that you have a 6 month portal to work with this new energy to go after what you want when it comes to relocation, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to expanding your family, when it comes to expanding your abundance and wealth story too. Okay, so could be some healing as well for you, Scorpio, when it comes to your fifth house and your dating as well. And ultimately, the second house and the fifth house, right, where the square from Saturn and Jupiter are coming from, Saturn and Neptune are coming from, this is about healing love relationships. There could be new love coming in, business opportunities coming in too, because the fifth house also rules entrepreneurship as well. And so this could be like surprise money coming in too. All right. Just know that you're going to have to do the work. Okay, whatever comes in, whatever's given to you, just know that there's going to be work involved with it. All right. So as long as you're prepared to do the work, then you're going to be blessed. Ooh, honey, you had the Five of Swords. I think when I read Scorpio for my TikTok channel, you had a similar card where it's like, girl, you're doing the most. Time to take a break and have a rest too. The second house, right, is yes, it is to do with money and our values. It's also our self-worth and self-belief. And do you believe that your self-worth is tied up with in how busy that you are? Do you believe your self-worth is tied up with uh, checking off your to-do list? That's great sometimes, but sometimes it's also productive for you to take a step back, take a deep breath, to rest, relax, and recuperate as well, so you can recharge and fill up your own cup too. This is second house shit as well, okay? So just know that you are not the number on your bank account. You're way more than that, all right? So take some time for you too, okay? Okay, so if you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Well, you're the star of the show, honey. This is your new moon for you in your sign, 28 degrees Sagittarius, 19th, 20th of December, depending on where you are in the world. Honey, this is your new year. This is your time to manifest all the things that you want when it comes to how you want to show up, what you're known for, how you look, because it's the first house, right? If you think about getting to work done, yeah, this could be the transit for that. New hairstyle, new image, new way of being, new home, new lovers. Because when we have a new moon in the first house, an angular house, it sets off the whole chart, honey, right? So your your square from Saturn and Neptune comes from the fourth house, the base of the chart. Where is it? The fourth house is your home and family, right? Where is it I call home? Who is my family? What is my family? Where do I want to live? This is all coming into fruition. What manifesting where you want to live. Um, you have Saturn Square here, right? So this has been happening for you for the last 2 3 years. This is not a new story for you. Challenges around where you live. Maybe you wanted to move. That's been a bit of a struggle. That's still going to be ongoing. But just know that the end is near, and actually things are going to be working out in ways you can't even imagine. All right. Venus is blessing you in the first house as well. You'll be looking up and beautiful. Neptune, the fourth house, is like, let's manifest all the things that you want when it comes to creating my life, my family, my home. All right. And feeling at home too, as well, right? And also with this energy, it's like you're allowed to change your mind about your dream goals and desires at any given moment. Okay. So, Sagittarius, your tarot card will be the world. You really can have it all. Sagittarius, some of you might be going on a journey, some of you might be traveling. You really can have it all. You really can call it all in. Okay. It's not going to be easy, but nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? If you want Sagittarius, right, I know you guys. If you want something big, something bold, something beautiful, um, it's going to come with hard work. It really is, right? We're not here to suffer, but just know that it's the road less traveled. It's less traveled for a reason, isn't it? But at the end of the road less traveled will be the most biggest, beautiful rewards. Saturn, right? Saturn likes to reward. Yes, you have to do the work with Saturn, and there's no shortcut to Saturn, but it will give you the biggest blessings if you can master it. Okay, so good luck with that. Okay, so if you are a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, we're having a new moon in the 12th house. 19th, 20th of December, 28 degrees Sagittarius, right? Your new moon in the 12th house is a very spiritual new moon. The 12th house is all about spirituality. Capricorn, you are about to step into Capricorn season. So a lot of this energy is in the 12th house for you, right? Venus is here, the sun and the moon is here. You have Mars is currently sitting in your first house, so this is an amazing time for you to channel your energy into your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. The 12th house is asking you to invite spirituality, to go within, to rest and recuperate, recharge your battery before it's your season in a few weeks' time, to step into your power, right? We're stepping into Capricorn season. And so when we have this 12th house energy, especially this new moon here, it's like, okay, what am I letting go of? What limiting beliefs can I let go of now? Right? What's holding me back? Am I holding me back? Is it my negative self talking here? Can I rewrite my story? Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Your square in the third house is how you speak to yourself. Okay, so maybe you've been really hard on yourself lately. Just know everyone's always doing their best at any given moment, including you. All right, Cappies can be really hard on themselves. I'm a Capricorn moon, so give yourself the same grace you give other people. Okay, so your card, Capricorn, 12 hours is about resting, honey. Get some sleep. Go to bed early. That's my advice for you, all right? You have the Emperor. You absolutely can achieve all the things that you want, right? Trust that once this new moon's out the way and we are in fully going to be in Capricorn season, allow the money, the opportunity, the stability that you crave to just come in. Allow it to come in. Mars is going to be in your sign in exaltation, giving you the strength and the power. Venus is going to be joining Mars here in your sign in a few weeks' time as well. And this really will be your glow up season. Allow this new moon to give you the opportunity to see where you want to be in 6 months' time, what outdated beliefs, stories, behaviors, dreams, friends, lovers, whatever it is, let go anything that's holding you back so you can step into your biggest, boldest self. Okay? Love that for you. Okay, so if you are an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you, you have a new moon in the 11th house. 11th house, 19th to 20th of December. 28 degrees Sagittarius, new moon in your house of your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. Sibling one older, friendships, networks, money. I'll put money in here as well, right? It's one of the money houses. Squaring your second house of beliefs and values. So it could be like, you know what? Reframing your values around what you believe to be true around the money that you think that you deserve. So it could be that you have like old limiting beliefs around wealth, around poverty, around ancestral trauma around wealth. It could be like, you know what, my family are working class, or we've only ever earned X amount of money. So that's the same for me too. Or my parents told me that you have to work really hard. Money doesn't come easily. Money is evil. All this bullshit, right? Which is not true, right? It's not true. This is your time to rewrite it. Set your seeds of intention to call in new friendship circles. The 11th house rules your groups and circles, right? So I feel like in the next 6 months, you're going to be coming into contact with people who are completely different culture, spiritual belief, who are going to help you learn and grow, and also to show you what's possible for you. Networking like crazy, calling in your biggest goals, dreams, and desires, because the 11th house is like your vision board house. So I say to whenever there's 11th house energy, I'd say the new moon for what? For one, is a 6 month portal. Use this 6 month portal to create this vision board. Who do I want to be? Right? How can I show up as that person? How can I call it all in? The second house square, Saturn is here, Neptune is here. Yes, money has been difficult. Yes, you've had to really work hard. But just know that if you can master the energy of Saturn, asking you to stack and save your cash and manifest biggest goals, dreams, and desires, and you'll be totally, totally blessed. Okay. Venus is in the 11th house too, so really enjoy your acquaintances. You may even meet lovers through friends and friendship circles and the groups that you're part of. And if you have siblings older than you as well, this is a great time for them too, because Venus is here in the 11th house rules sibling one older. Honey, yes, it's time to change your perspective. Right? It's time to change your perspective when it comes on your values, your self belief, how you talk to yourself as well when it comes to I am worthy, I am enough, I am worthy and deserving of love, I am beautiful, I am love, I am worthy of love, passion, whatever it is, right? I am allowed to call in wealth, I'm safe to hold money, I can be trusted with large amounts of cash. Seeing things differently, changing your perspective, and when you do that, you unlock the gifts of Saturn and Neptune. Enjoy that. Okay, so if you are a Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for you on the 19th or 20th of December, depending on where you are in the world, we have a beautiful, slightly challenging, but Venusian wrapped up gorgeousness new moon in the sign of Sagittarius in your 10th house. How you'll see by others. First of all, you have Venus here, so you're going to be looking and feeling gorgeous. For one, okay? This square aspect is in your first house, so it's like Venus is giving you all these gifts in abundance, but your first house has the view is like self-doubt, crippling anxiety. I don't believe I'm worthy and deserving of this. Everything's going wrong. Seeing the glass half empty kind of attitude. And actually, the new moon is like, you know what? Life isn't always going to be perfect, but it is about where you're going to focus your energy on. And I feel like Saturn in the first house, I'm born with this. Like, it's been a fucking drag. You know, and it's really asking you to dig deep into your perspective on where you focus your energy. Okay, because you get to decide that. Neptune is in your first house too, so you can fucking manifest your biggest goals, dreams, and desires. You can be delulu as you want. Neptune is here for its last stint before it moves, honey. You know, Neptune is like giving you all the gifts of abundance and calling you in to manifest all the things that you want. Okay, manifest that lover, manifest your dream career, manifest looking and feeling beautiful too. Use this energy to your advantage, okay, before it moves finally. 6 months portal to call in the career, the relationship, the money, and changing who you are when it comes to how you show up in the world. 10th house shit. Okay, your tarot, if I can shuffle your tarot card for this relation, right? We have the Five of Cups. As I mentioned, where are you focusing your energy on? Are you be looking at these cups that all fell over, or are you looking at the gifts that is being given you? Every with this new moon, we have Venus encompassing it. Yes, we have a square from Saturn, from Neptune. So it's like, okay, where am I focusing my attention? Am I focusing my attention on all the ways I've been dragged, or am I going to focus on? Do you know what? I survived so many things. I've learned so. Thank you so much for waking me up. Thank you for opening my eyes. Thank you for redirecting me. You know, thank you, universe, for showing me uh, the things that I needed to see. You know, thank you for allowing me to grow and expand into the person I was born to be. Thank you, Saturn, for giving me that power to be an absolute baddie. Okay. Um, if you like this reading, I'd love you to like, subscribe, and share this channel. And I will catch you on the next video.